Overdrive this week, India's auto giants Tata and Mahindra showcase their latest offerings. Tata revives an icon with the all-new Sierra, while Mahindra rolls out the XEV9S with 70 kWh and 79 kWh battery options, level 2 ADAS and a 7-seater layout. We also bring you a review of the rev-happy Mini Cooper S convertible from Munich ahead of its India launch. Hello and welcome to Overdrive. I am Soini. That this week marks major milestones for India's homegrown and largest automakers Tata and Mahindra. While Mahindra has launched India's very first all-electric 3-row 7-seater SUV, the XEV9S in the Indian market, Tata has revived a very iconic brand name, the Sierra, an all-new product in the Indian market. We caught up with Vivek Srivatsa, the Chief Commercial Officer at Tata Motors, as well as Mohan Savarkar, the Chief Product Officer and Vice President at Tata Motors, to know all about this product. Firstly, just like I mentioned in the introduction, is this Tata Motors' answer to Hyundai Creta?
I mean, we've not gone with targeting any particular car. We looked at a big consumer need that has been emerging. And we had an opportunity to bring back an iconic brand from ground up. And what we ended up developing is a car with, a footprint of about 4.3 meters. But on the interiors, we could really start from a clean sheet of paper and delivered extremely premium atmosphere, So it's a new category, I would say new space we are creating with the Sierra, which is a premium mid-size SUV. So not attacking one car, but rather trying to upgrade the consumers.
What are you going to do to ensure that the Sierra doesn't cannibalize the Harrier's market share?
I think the kind of consumers are really very different. I'll start with the Harrier. Harrier is more a consumer who focus more on individual driving pleasure, not so much concerned about how rest of the passengers are going to be, as long as that dynamism, that individuality is satisfied. Sierra, it is somebody who appreciates the classic lines, classic design, at the same time wants everybody in the car to feel equally comfortable. So we believe the consumers are really different. There is a little bit of cannibalization which will always happen. I won't even call it cannibalization, I will call it overlap, which is good. Because we also have the option for the consumer, two options for the consumer in our showroom, but we really believe that Sierra will add to the pie in terms of our overall volumes.
This new architecture that the SUV is based on, does it share any sort of underpinning with the Harrier?
No, it doesn't. And the way to look at that would be that Harrier is an architecture based on the D8 platform of JLR, which is meant for much larger SUVs.
Okay.
So if you want to make a smaller SUV, it is not a good idea to start with a larger base and try to make it smaller.
Okay.
It is much better to start with a smaller one and then make it optimized for that, let's say, usage. And that is why we had to make another one with the name of Argos. So the engineering elements can be used, but the way to apply that for this car has to be very specific to this car and this length.
And we've seen the ads and they show that the SUV is going off-road and doing all kinds of off-road stuff. Also at the brand day, we've seen the terrain modes. So is it going to be an all-wheel drive variant?
So all the ads that you saw are already possible just with the 4x2. And then since you asked, yes, there will be an all-wheel drive version coming up.
Right.
When that comes, obviously the capabilities that we have in the car will expand a bit more in all directions. Then it can handle terrains of all types, it can handle surfaces of all types,
right.
Very confidently, and it can go a few more places than it is able to today.
In terms of the new petrol engine that the Sierra will be powered by, what can you tell me more about it? What are the positives of it?
So first of all, we have come up with a gasoline engine after a long time. So this is a 4-cylinder, 1.5 liter gasoline direct injection with a 350 bar pressure fuel pump and everything that is required to make such an engine world class for today. And it provides a very good torque, a very flat torque range. It can work at multiple altitudes.
All right, and also you have a turbo CNG in the mix. So will the Sierra get a turbo CNG as well?
So we have had a turbo CNG now on the Nexon.
Yeah.
not yet on curve. Whether we do it on 4-meter plus cars is something we are waiting for consumers to indicate as a preference.
Okay.
If this comes as a preference, we are quite ready and it can be brought in.
Finally, I want to ask you about the iconic B pillar that the Sierra has. I believe that it has been modified to, match up with the crash safety norms. So, what are the challenges that you may have faced while, focusing on that area?
This has also got an inspiration from our original Sierra, which also had a very broad B pillar.
Yeah.
And it does help us in our safety journey. All our cars have been safe so far, so this will continue with all the legacy that we have built on safety so far, and a little more. And
Yeah.
you will obviously have a look at the crash video that we are going to show, in which we are going to have two cars crash against each other. This is not required by any regulatory norm in India now or in the future, or any BNCAP norm or GNCAP norm anywhere in the world today.
Right.
But we understand that most times when a car takes place in a crash, it is against another car, and in such a case you would want people in the car to be safe as well as people in the other car to be safe, which means the energy has to be absorbed in such a way that it doesn't have repercussions on the other car also. So we have made that possible with Sierra, and you will see in the crash tomorrow that after the crash also people are able to come out of the car.
Right.
You can open doors, you can open seat belts, you can rescue people from inside the car, and injury criteria are also met very easily with this car.
My final question to you is, are we also going to see an electric Sierra?
Surely yes, the Sierra EV is on its way, maybe next financial year, but it will be on the active platform,
Okay.
not on the Ergos platform.
Okay.
And that is what provides it the battery space that is required to provide you enough range.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, and we are looking forward to seeing more of these cars on Indian roads.
Thank you.
Well, we'll be driving the Sierra very soon. So if you have any questions that you want answered, you can send them to us on our YouTube channel on any of the Sierra videos, and we'll answer them during our review. We'll be back very shortly to tell you all about the Mahindra XEV 9S. Stay with us. You're watching Overdrive.